Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Hello, hello. Hello, people. Good evening. And welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. Oh, yeah. Where you can follow our incredible journey of actually improving our game and make it great. Where you can follow this crazy tiger spending all his time in making a game that makes no money. No! But we do it because we like it. We don't do it for the money. I mean, you don't have to do everything for money, right? There is some stuff that you do for money and other stuff that you don't, right? So you don't have to do everything for money, right? I mean, I understand the money is required, right? Otherwise, you can't do much, but there are also hobbies, you know, and things that you just like doing and projects. So, yeah, Plane Shift is one of those for me. It's one of those. Okay, where we are. Where we are in our roadmap. Okay, the good news is that I fixed the problem of yesterday, right? That freaking insane, annoying problem that we had. I fixed it. So basically, the solution was that the skeleton only of the Klyros male was wrongly oriented, right? He had some wrong angles in the bones. And they were not the same as the default skeleton. Now, why? I have no idea, right? Why that happened, I don't know. But he had a wrong rotation. So I basically compared it. I compared it with the with the female version. And the female version, I saw that there were different values, right? And I fixed it. So the values were the wrong values were here, and in particular, if you go under bone, there was these roll values, right? And these roll values were the one they were different between the lower leg, this I think we call it calf, and the foot, right? So they were different compared to the other mod. So I fixed that, and after I fixed that, it worked perfectly, right? It worked as expected. Now I also did a bit of a fix in the actual legs, so I moved this a bit to the left, so that actually in the game is more, I mean, more to the left, yeah. So in the game is more to the right. I don't know exactly what is the technique here, but it basically works this way. So, but in game looks perfect, right? So in game looks great. So yeah, so that is done. Now the other good news is that the Dermorian female also is basically done, right? I just want to try to export it and see what happens. I see that we have a lot of yeah, we have some weird normals here. I don't know exactly why. So probably we just have to do this. Do we do it on the model, huh? Exactly. I think we should do this on everything, actually. I think it would be a good idea. If we do a smooth by angle pretty much everywhere. Yeah, but anyway, how are you today, guys? How is it going? How is it going for you? Let's switch the scene, let's switch the music. Switch the scene, switch the music. No, mistake were made. We will make it to the end, guys. We will make it to the end. We are making progress. I mean, it's a lot to do, but I'm happy to do it. I think all these fixes are very good fixes, and I'm happy to do this. It's fine. It's a bit of a pain, but it's a bit of a pain, I know. Yeah. Yeah, this part I don't know really. This part, we cannot easily. These sharp edges are a bit weird, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking I should probably do that everywhere, right? But with some exceptions, like here, for example, right? But the front borders, I think, is good to have. Otherwise, they will look bad anyway, right? If we don't do this work. I'm actually thinking that we should do this for every mesh. I didn't do it with the other characters, but I think it's a good idea. Don't know if I want this, but anyway, it will probably be in any case. Now, the more we have customization options, and obviously the longer it is to export it and fix everything, right? Trying to understand how to do this with a model that actually has a lot of hard edges. Okay. The robe seems to be fine. And the torso plate, I think we should use this new technique. Let's try. Let's try this new technique, boys. I disagree with a few, like I disagree with these two. But apart from that, and I disagree obviously with this one. But for the rest, seems to be good. Okay. Okay, nice. Yeah, so all the waiting on this character is already done. And I did it before dinner, and I think it's good to go. I think it's good to go. We can test it and see if it works. We have to export all the pieces, which are already separate, so they should be okay. I don't understand too much this. Is it better if we... Probably it is, huh? No, I'm thinking if I join these two, right? And then I merge the vertices, right? And then I shade it by angle, right? And then I mean, I don't know, this is yeah, basically what we're saying all shaded, right? But and then I split it again, right? So what happens then? Do you think it will be... I think it's the same. It's the same. I think we probably have to... okay, anyway, that we're not gonna do now. But potentially it would be a good idea. Okay, let's just export it. Let's export it, right? So we export in the Dermorian female module, and this is the torso, right? So we have to select edges, armature like this, and export, right? We can hide this. She doesn't have separate eyes, which is a bit annoying, but this is the head. It is hair 1. It is arms. No mistakes were made. I think I'm tempted to do a script in Python to actually export these pieces, but I think that the time I take to create the script is pretty much the same that it takes me to export this guy. So I don't know, but probably is a good idea. If I have to do this more and more, we could have a script. Feet. Okay, so all the basic options are there. Now we go with the alternatives, right? Alternatives include additional hair, that's a lot of clicks, boys. That's a lot of clicks. The robe, yeah, and then the torso plate. Okay, like this should be all exported, right? So now we need, okay, is not open. We need to open our editor and, hello, hula. Hi. I'm just waiting for this thing to go. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is our Klyros mail, right? As you can see in the game, the feet now are perfect, right? There is no problem anymore. So they are perfectly fine, right? Yeah, which is great to see. Just to, yeah. So it took me a bit, but at the end we fixed it. Okay, so let's go with the Dermorian female. Dermorian female. Let's re-import everything. So we re-import the arms. We re-import the... What? Huh? Wait, I think I imported the, okay. I imported the Klyros one for whatever reason. Oh yeah. Why? Okay. Hair 01. Hair 02. Hair 03. I don't know if I just drop them all in this directory, if it's actually working. Probably it is. I don't know. Maybe I don't have to do one by one, but I can just drop all the files into this. But anyway, I think it's cool to see anyway that the head is changing, to see the differences, right? The robe, yup. The torso. Yup. And the plate. I did hundreds of fixes on this character, so I think they will look better, but they will look even better when I finish with the textures. Okay. So this is imported. So let's see if it looks okay, at least in the editor. The moment of truth. This is a texture problem. It's not a geometry or rigging problem. So that's just the texture, but for the rest, I think it looks pretty good. Normal map is a bit heavy. You can see it on the skin, right? The normal map is a bit too heavy here, but anyway. I think it looks cool. Ah, we have a feet that is inside out. We have the feet inside out, actually. This line is just a UV line. But yeah, apart from that, we can fix right now. It looks kind of good, actually. Yeah, the feet are inside out. But that's easy. It's because they've been mirrored, I guess. It happens pretty much every time. With this stupid software not doing backface culling. I don't know why. Yeah, you see that now that I activated base face culling is actually showing. Okay. So we just re-export this way. And we should be good. Okay. Okay. Yep. Now they are good. Okay, the character seems to be good. I think the hands are much better. Yeah, as you can see, there is still a bit of crazy, but you know, the hands rotation is always a problem. It's not an easy thing to model. I see that here is a bit better than here, actually. But for now, I think we're gonna pass on that. The rest seems to be good. Okay, let's test it and see how it looks. I don't know if I have a Dermorian character, but we are going to. Should we implement this freaking skip? Yeah, let's do it. I think I'm bored of waiting. So I think the skip can be implemented in. Let me try. How do we implement the skip? Or we implement it in every... So basically in every character creation screen, in the first character creation screen, right? As soon as the story starts, if you press something, but can I put inside this window a key press? Can I have a key press inside a window? I think I can have it with on keyboard down, but if I have no focus, because there is a on key down or something like that, right? I think it's an event on the wall window. But do you think that it will Because I could do, yeah, on key down, right? On key down. The question is, do you think that this which, yeah, okay, we can try. We can try. How do I get the key from here? Get key event, get key equal to 0. I think there is a do once, right? Okay, so what do we do if we skip? So this will skip this will skip all more screens and dry can plane, right? So what do we do actually here? What do we do here? So basically we have to do the same as you cheating, huh? Basically, we have to do the same of what happens in the Dermorian Scene 5, right? Because the Dermorian Scene 5 is... So when this happens, right, we show the war portal. Yeah, but when we create the... I don't even know if I want to do this though. We show the war portal and then what? Switch camera view for war portal, delay, character creation upload. Ah, okay, yeah. We are creating the character here. Okay. But then we will end up in the Draken plane anyway. Yeah. Yeah, but this is what we need to do, basically. Basically, this is what we need to do. So this will skip that. Okay. So this will basically immediately create a character. And he will call this. Now this will return upload character to database, right? Then there is this character uploaded, and then we get teleported how do we get the... I don't know, we can try to have it in the Draken plane as well. can try to have it in the Draken plane. I think it is good. This is good, and I hope it will work. We will test it now. But then after this, right, I have another place, which is actually the Draken plane. And the Draken plane is... is this. So here we pretty much should do the same thing. Right, here we should do pretty much the same thing. Which is this. And then, well, and then we should do what we do in the actual trigger, right? Which is basically the trigger portal. Ah, wait a second. Did I do something stupid? No, it's correct. This part is correct. Yeah, this part is correct, but I have to be careful here because this one is actually expecting to run server side, right? Yeah, it is expecting to run server side. And we don't have... Can I call this? I don't think I can call this directly. I don't think I can call this directly. I have to create a new function which is basically calling this and doing this. And this will be... This must be a client side, right? A client side function. Wait a second. Yeah. Yeah, so we have to remove, right? We have to remove the Draken shard UI, but then we have to do this in a new function in plane shift player controller, right? Which do we have already? I think we don't have. No, we don't have. But we can create a new one here. Right, we can create a new here. Now, in which graph? Yeah, maybe inside of this, because it's like a skip, right? So we can create a request Dryken teleport on PC. Request Dryken teleport on PC, right? Which is run on server and reliable. And we don't need any parameters here. We don't need any parameters, right? No. Right. Okay, so now this request I can teleport on PC. Let's put this in because never know. One printout is always good. Yep. Meanwhile, hello everyone. Thank you for joining. How is your evening going? Just a second, I need to I don't know if the best is the getting started for this guy, or if the best is this is using C++, no. Let me see, learning library, UI. Is there a UMG course? This seems to be a bit old, actually. Updated 22. Okay, yeah, it's using Unreal Engine 4, so
visual feedback loop and move weapon and green ammo.
I think it would be better if there was an Unreal Engine 5 UI course. It's a bit of a pity that is only Unreal Engine 4. Let me see if there is something better on YouTube, maybe. Let's say Unreal Engine 5 UMG UMG tutorial. Please give me something that is in the last 2 years or so, because otherwise yeah, it is not bad. Yeah, that is not bad. Okay, that is at least giving you the basics, right? Yeah, that is, I think this one is good. That is giving you the basics. And then, is there another better one? That is in 5, right? Yeah, it looks like Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, it's good. And let me see if there is something. So someone asked me to show him some examples. Yeah, the same guy anyway has a lot of other tutorials which I think are pretty good actually. This one is also a basic one. The TXT for the credits, sure. The TXT for the credits, well. It's this guy. Okay. Okay, let's continue. What we are doing? Yeah, we're doing the skip. So the second skip will come in the UI. So when you are here in the UI, right? Player controller. Yep. Player controller. This one. Okay. Yes, because we are not a pony. We are not a pawn. Get player pawn, right? I mean, I am client side, right? So this should never fail in theory, right? I think I'm more get player control, and let me do this. I'm more being client side. It is safer. Okay. Okay. I think this is anyway a good change, right? It is anyway a good change. Okay, let's try the Dermorian, but now we will have a way to skip the homeward and the other stuff, right? And just upload the characters. Say if that works or not. Let's see. Let's see if we already have one, but I would like to test the... Let's create a new one, and so we see if the skip actually works.
Far away from where his mission would be accomplished.
This race of elves come from the homeworld of Dermoria.
Say really?
Full of lush forests towering over deep seas. They're a long-lived elven race.
Wow.
With short,
The character is so much better than the old one.
amber-colored skin,
So much
brown to
better.
reddish hair, occasionally blonde, but never black.
So much better than the old
Considering
one.
their long span
There's
of
no
life, Dermorians
comparison.
believe in honoring elders and have oral traditions for the preservation of knowledge and memories. Their society is organized into many layers based on age.
Incredibly enough.
Incredibly
these
enough.
in common. Elders of each spoke of their zodiacs in a shared ancient
The Dermorians, your proud nomadic race, lived in harmony
Doesn't
with
work.
nature. They
It
thrived
doesn't
based on
work. Why?
their blessings. Vast plains, lush forests,
It doesn't work.
seas adorned their existence.
The skip doesn't work. She's weird.
Yeah, and regrettably, the realm started to face adversity, beginning with a prolonged period of drought.
It doesn't work.
The flames engulfed the land, from the plains to the verdant forest.
Did I save it? Yeah, I saved it for sure. It doesn't work. But it is Dermorian Scene 1, yeah. So it is possible that on key down is actually not working because whatever. The current widget is not in focus or something else is in focus. Is on key down working on the wall window, or is on key down working only on a widget? You need a set input mode UI if you want a key down to trigger. Yeah, but I think we do have that. In the widget enable is focusable, then make sure visibility is set to visible, then on begin play set focus function. Now your key should trigger. If you click any mouse click, you remove focus. You won't get any trigger. There's some code that runs set focus when you trigger to type. Well.
Awaken.
Also, it doesn't work here. Also, it does not work here.
This does not.
Okay, I will have to understand that.
To put it simply, you will cease to
But yeah, our character is here, which is fantastic. Let's see if it works. Let's go to the main plaza. Yeah, I would like to fix that because we need it. Okay, let's reload and see if it works. But it seems to be good. Okay. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, we have a texture issue, but it is a texture issue, okay? It's not a character, it's not a rigging or whatever. I think we have a bit of a stretch. Yeah, I think we have too much stretch here on this leg. I don't know why we have that, but it looks like the weighting of this part of the leg is not good. That's weighting for sure. But it's not too bad. Ouch, this part is bad. Okay, we have few issues, but overall, I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah, this freaking lag, bro. What is going on down there? Okay. There is something super broken there. Okay. So we have two things to fix. Should not be too hard. One is really the lag, which is weird, and the other is the is this part of the arm, right? That I don't know what happened. I think it was working fine, but then something happened and It's not very visible. It's not very visible here though, so I don't understand why. I mean, here it looks okay, right? That is a bit concerning, actually. That is a bit concerning. Okay, let's try to fix. Yeah, I don't understand the issue with the arm, really. I don't understand it. It seems to be a weighting issue. I hope it's a weight and it's not another crazy like the one of yesterday, right? Because here it actually looks okay. You see? So here it looks kind of fine, right? The arm looks really fine. But strange. Very, 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 very strange. Okay, let's try to fix the legs first. I think it's the easiest. I mean, awful is the easiest. Okay, so we have a problem in the pelvis area. Oh yes, we do. Yeah, it's very visible. Okay. Okay, so this one should be easy to fix, right? You see how stretched this is. So it seems that a piece of one leg is weighted on the other leg. So it seems that there is a kind of an inversion of. Yep. Wait. Yep. Exactly. Okay. So this should be 50-50 between the two legs, right? Because it's the middle of the body. I don't know why it went this way, but fine. I think we can paint a 0.5 on both sides. And this should be good. I don't know if I want to do also. I don't want to go too high, because if I go high, we touch the torso and then we have to redo a piece of the torso. So I think I will start pretty much from here. So this will become like 50%, right? And this will become also 50%. So the middle should be perfectly weighted. Now, the fact that here it goes to red immediately, I think we have to see it when it moves. I think there is still a residual. Yep. There is still a residual wrong. So we will have to subtract 1 from here. Oh fuck, I have the X enabled. This X mirror is so tricky. Sometimes it's really messing with you. I don't know why this is not weighted on anything. Right? It is a bit weird, actually. I mean, this should be at least like that, or you know, it should be like and here it should really be kind of 0, I think, because, well, no, it can go up a bit. It can go up a bit. I don't know how much, but maybe that's too much, but it can go up a bit. But what I'm saying is that this is a bit weird that it's not weighted. Right? This is blue, doesn't make any sense. That cannot be blue. It must be green or... yeah, must be like that. Okay, let me see now. There is still 0 influence here. No, this green probably is a bit too much, but at least blue, yes. Okay. Well, this part I think is basically invisible because it's behind the cloth. So I guess seems that we have another problem here. Seems that we don't have enough weight on this thing. Yeah, better. And probably we need a bit more here now. Obviously not 1, but probably 0.7. Yeah, 0.7 is better. Okay, and the rest will be covered, so... I don't know why this is not a 1, right? Why is it not a 1? Okay, so this part I think is cool. Now the right side... I mean, this is a bit low, but again, it's covered, so yeah, I think like this would be better. So this should resolve the legs issue. This should resolve the legs issue, but I don't know how to resolve actually the. Then we have another issue that we should resolve, which is the plate armor, right? Because it seems that the plate is actually not touching properly. It seems it doesn't have the same... I mean, in theory, it looks like it does, but for some reason probably it doesn't, right? So it seems that some of these vertices are not in common. Actually, they are. Okay. Well, if they are, then it should work fine. Maybe I didn't merge it. Kind of strange, huh? Kind of strange. Okay. Now, the problem now is the arm, right? Why this arm is so broken and the other one is not? Now the bones looks the same, so I don't think it's a bone issue. I don't think it's a bone issue. Because, you know, if... yeah. That's kind of strange. I mean, we can reproduce the same position, but actually here, you know, in this position, you see that here in this position, we don't get that broken view, right? I mean, it is a bit there, but very little. I mean, I can, well, maybe let me do that. We see if it fixes it. We can like wait 0, 0, 1, you know, here, just to be sure that actually there is a connection between the two. Here, right? But yeah, that is not how it looks in Blender, at least. I mean, we can go... I don't get why we... Oh, wait a second. What is this? Oh, what is this? The freaking X is on. Wait a second. The X, you see the mirror X was on, and unfortunately it works also for the weight. So if you touch the weight with the X on, is going to do stuff. And let me just color this a bit so that this looks strange though. Wait a second, maybe that's the problem. What? Well, I would say kind of yes. Well, this is something we can improve for sure. It is something we can improve because actually between this and that, I think there could be more 0.5 than 1, right? What? Huh? You crazy? What is going on? What? Huh? It's going crazy or what? I think it still has some... It is possible it still has some weight from the left side. I don't understand what it's doing. I'm waiting 0.5 from this bone here and 0.5 from this bone here. So why is going in that position and is beyond any comprehension. What? What the fuck? What is doing? Did he go crazy or? I think he went crazy. Or there is some uninitialized, you know, vertices. Sorry, where are the... accumulate front face, fall off, option auto normalize, right? We have auto normalize on, so Yup. So what is the problem, my friend? Why you cannot do 0.5 in this bone and 0.5 on this bone? Why? Why you cannot do that? Huh? Why? Why you cannot do that? Holy shit. I don't understand this position. This position is impossible, right? It's not the original position of the bone in any possible way. It happens only when we go up, right? When we go up. So it looks like there is something broken. I mean, this thing is going crazy, boys. This thing is going crazy. What? I don't understand. Is the mix instead of add? Maybe it's the mix instead of add that is... It's doing something strange. When I switch between one bone and the other bone, this thing is kind of resetting to the previous position, right? Even if I have a 0.5 weight. So... And I don't have accumulate, right? So I'm not accumulating. I'm only... I think mix in general... Okay, now seems better. I don't know, I think Blender went crazy for a second. I don't know. There was really no reason why. Okay. Let me try to save it this way and export it again. So we will re-export the arms. We will re-export the legs. And we will re-export the torso plate. Right? Enjoy the silence in the chat. Hello, anyone alive? I mean, it's okay, but... Okay, the arms, the legs, and the plate, right? These are the three things that we, in theory, we fixed. So let's see if that's true. I don't know why my key... Wait, maybe before... no, I will test it later. I will test the skip later on. I will test the character creation skip later on, it's fine. We can do it tomorrow. I want to finish this character and call it done and move to the next one. Let's say doing the bulk of the work is usually not very long, but then doing the refinements is taking forever. Like forever, bro. Forever. Forever and ever, do. Forever and ever with you. Serili. Hello, Serili. Okay, the legs are now fine. Obviously, there is a very stretched position, but I would say now that this is not broken anymore. We have a new broken thing here. I don't know why, but we have it. Okay, nice. So we are fixing things and breaking things at the same time, but fine. The Rex looks good. I appreciate how the back hair is actually sitting on the shoulder. Wow, that's I don't know how that happened, but it's definitely not intended. But it's fantastic. The plate. Okay, the plate now is right. Yeah, the plate now is correct, so we have no gap, you know, between... okay, so that's fixed. Let me see the... I didn't look at it. Yeah, but this arm is still completely fucked. Is it the animation that is actually broken? And we never noticed? I don't know. No, I would have noticed for sure. I would have noticed. Yeah, as soon as this is rotated, we get that effect. You see, you can see it also in this animation. You see that the left is okay? Maybe we can look at it from the back. This one is okay. And this one is all fucked. I don't understand the... I don't understand where that is coming from, really. He's doing everything with the other hand. As long as he remains pretty much in this position, he's not showing the problem. As soon as the hand is rotated, holy shit, it's never using the left hand. It's never using the left hand. Okay, yeah, like here, for example, it's still good, right? In the clap, it's still good. Doesn't show any problem. Where it shows the problem is when it goes high. So maybe it's the clavicle or something that is still... maybe it's the clavicle. Okay. That could be a good hint, but I don't know. Maybe it's this bone, right? Let me go pose mode 1 second and let me go pose mode. Yep. So let me say that I do the same, right? I move this guy high. I move this guy high, and up to here there is no disruption, right? The arm looks okay. But now let me try to move this and see if this is... now, should I rotate it? Yeah, but it's not breaking it. In Blender is not breaking it. Okay, let me do this one, because maybe there is a... I mean, we still have some crazy vertexes, I don't know why, but anyway. Let me try to change this. Because here I'm rotating the arm completely in a kind of an unnatural position, but it seems to be good here. So what is going on? So this one is still somehow we have some weighted vertices there. But this is on the hand, it's not on the arm. Let me see, So this is definitely a problem. We still have some weight here coming from another bone. That is probably that's so hard to catch. Is one vertex, is one single vertex, right? Is one vertex. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. So we understand what vertex is it. So we go here, we select this, and we go in item view, and we check lower arm hand. No, but it's not. Lower arm and lower arm and lower arm and they seems to be all good actually. Huh? Why? I don't get it. Boys, I don't get it. Is all correct. Is all correct. I don't understand why it's being stupid. I mean, it's true that we have like a wait a second, because we don't see the dots. Okay, let me do it again. There it is. Ha! There is still a 0.005 from the right lower arm and the right hand. Oh my god. 0.005, boys. So yeah, it shows a 0 if you look only at the first two digits. But actually there is stuff. You're not alone, my folks don't want me to see your stream, but I'm back. Okay, nice. Thank you, Hula. Thank you, Hula. Okay, so is lower arm R and lower arm twist R, but lower arm and hand, lower arm and hand. Okay, so okay, so let's do this. It is annoying anyway, but okay, fine. As soon as we fix it, at a certain point we fix it, I'm fine. Okay. So we have to go weight paint, and we have to go lower arm like this. Right? We go up with one of the two hands. We only have to go up with one or two hands. We cannot go up with two hands. If you go up with two hands, it's not showing the problem. It's not showing the problem. Exactly. As soon as this one is down, there we see the issues, right? So that's one thing. I mean, it's probably not the one that we were seeing in game, but still it is a problem, right? You see these two vertices going completely crazy. So we want to select this lower arm, and then we want, it's very hard to see, by the way. It's very hard to see. It's very hard to see, but it's actually here. I will select subtract 1, right, with a large radius. So we want to subtract everything here, whatever it is, from the lower arm and from the hand. Bro, it's not removing it. It's not removing it. It's not removing it. She's ridiculous. Let me remove front face only. Maybe that is gonna help. Is subtract, right? Subtract weight 1, strength 1. Why the hell is not removing it? Why? It's not removing it. You see this spike? That is the spike. They should be deleted. But it's not deleted. I don't know what to say, boys. I don't know what to say. These two spikes. These two spikes are coming from the left hand. We can go through all the bones and see if... but I don't think it will light up. I think we will just not see it. Wait. The right arm, not the lower. The left obviously is correct. Yeah, the exactly, this part. It's not changing at all. It's not changing at all. So probably the weight is so little that he's not able to remove. That he's not able to remove it. But I don't understand why. The weight is so low because it's 0.000 something. That is not removing it. Holy shit. Okay. So the other way to do this, is to go in edit mode, right? To go in edit mode. Take this freaking vertex, whatever it is. Go here and manually remove this. The problem is that how many have that problem? Only one, or what? Huh? Wait a second. Why my merge by distance is not working? Okay. So that could have been the problem then. He was not merging the vertices properly. Yeah, but look at this. We have a million R, and this is the left hand. It's very, very, very low. It's 0.00000, right? But still, you know why this happened? this happened due to the mirroring, because I don't know if there is a way to say I want to mirror my model, but I don't want to mirror the weights, because what happened is that it mirrored the weight on the wrong bones. I think there were only those two though. Yeah, I think there were only those two. Let me do a check where we have the issue, right? The issue that we have is here. The issue that we have it here. Let me check if there is the same problem, maybe. No, it doesn't look like. Ah, there it is. 000150 on the upper arm. Oh my god. Yeah, there is a million. Yeah, but this one, guys, we need to be able to delete. I mean, I cannot do vertex by vertex. I mean, this will never work. Vertex by vertex will never work, right? It's impossible. I have to be able to do what the tool should do. So weight paint, select the freaking lower arm of the wrong, right? And then subtract, right, with radius, with maximum weight and maximum strength, right? And delete it from here. This is what I should be able to do. I mean, if that is not working, I mean, if this deletion is not working, there is very little I can do. I mean, I can do that manually, but it's just GG, you know? It's gonna take me forever. So we want this to be functional, working. Cannot go and delete each of the thingies. Okay. Okay, if that worked, right? If that worked, and I go back to edit mode, and I go in the same vertices like this one, I should not see anymore. Now we still see them. Oh no, wait, we see the one that are not, no, now it's okay. We see the one that are not deforming bones, so those I think are okay. The twist, right? We only have the twist. The twist and the IK. I mean, still I would like to delete them, but I would say for sake of simplicity, 1 second, let's see if this worked. Now, for whatever reason, I think we generated a bit of a mess. I think we generated a bit of a mess here. I don't know exactly why. And also I saw one vertex, which I think is this one, right? Which looks very bad. This vertex looks, well, no, not this one, this one. This one looks like super bad, like he's in a very uneven and weird position. And I think it should not be there. I mean, it should be here. Yeah, I think this part of the glove is pretty bad. Let me just see if he's picking up this vertex. Yeah, it is in the mirroring. Okay, this now is not bad, but then we need a split, huh? Come on. We need a split. Now, do we need it between here and here, or do we need it between here and here? I think to follow the line, probably we need it between here and here. Right, so that, because yeah, you see that hole, we have a hole. We have a hole in the yeah. Okay, now it is slightly better. Let me see if this one is mirrored. Yeah, it is. Okay. So also this one looks kind of in a very weird position to me. And this looks also in a very weird position, like too pushed to the outside for nothing, right? Yep. Okay, now I think it's much better. We just have to do the same because unfortunately the split is not happening automatically. Did we cut here and here? Did we cut here and here? I don't know. Let me see. Did we cut? We cut. Yeah, we cut the. Yeah, we cut here. That is the one we cut. So we cut here and here. Yeah. And now probably this one will not be recognized because when you cut, yeah, exactly. That is what happens all the time. But anyway, fine. I'm gonna move it manually. Okay. Okay, we fixed a bit these gloves because they were anyway kind of broken. Now, since we moved that, right? Holy shit. Since we fixed that, I think we may have... what is going on here? I think we may have few broken UV. Yeah, exactly. You see, I see the future. Okay. And now we should be good. Okay, so now we really fix the globe. Still, I don't know if this is gonna fix our problem with the arm, right? But at least now the model is way more clean and it's definitely cleaner. If any of you has a suggestion to do this in an easier way, please let me know. I mean, unless that suggestion is go by character creation and and do it that way. Which, by the way, is a possibility, but okay. This thing is taking forever, boys. But the model, did you see the model, how better it is compared to the old one? I mean, there's no way. Look at this. We didn't have this definition at all. At all. So, in the textures, I think on this model the textures are not too low. But on the other models, the textures are very low. And so we are going to improve that as well. So it is without, you know, the texture improvements. I really hope, you know, it's not another bone rotation issue, because it kind of looks a bit like it. It kind of looks a bit like another bone rotation problem. Do 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 do. 23 and 23 is the time. Do 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 do. The strange thing is that the elbow problem shows only when we move up, right? And it is what is making me think that is related to another bone weighted. Fuck, still there. It's still there. Okay. We have a problem. We have a problem. One of the nice ones. One of the nice ones. Okay. I mean, the bone looks perfect, right? I mean, if you look at the elbow connection, and you see how when the character does the animation, there is basically no split, right? You see, the elbow is perfectly pointed there. It looks like the weighting of that part is completely fucked up. But it's not happening in Blender, right? It's not happening in Blender. So the fact that it doesn't happen in Blender makes me think to only one thing, which is the same problem that we had yesterday with the Klyros mail. Meaning, I was just testing the IK to see if the IKs are fine, but yeah, the IK are fine. I don't know why it's happening only when we go up, but I think to me it's happening when we have a rotation of some kind. Because here, right here we are not rotating much, but in this one we are rotating a bit more, and here we start to see the problem, right? Is there a way to go frame by frame, or to stop, or to pause the... Is there a way to pause the engine? I don't know. No, wait, I need this page. I need this page because there is the answer to... Simply open the console and input pause. It's not working. Probably works only in the editor. No, because I wanted to pause the game. to see exactly the problem, right? Set game posed. Yeah, but in theory it should be posed, but it's not doing shit. If I do pose through, I don't know. It's not doing anything. Pose, trace pose, pose, highlight pose, demo pose, pose correct. It's not doing it, bro. It's not posing shit. Maybe it's working only in the editor. Fuck. No, because I would like to see. I think it's anyway a good thing to know. I can set the FPS to 1. But it will skip frames, right? If I do F max FPS, no, what is it? Yeah, max T max FPS to 1, right? And then I play the problem is that it will skip frames. And I cannot even open the menu, right? So that is not a solution. Okay, anyway. What we see is that the bone is okay, but the weighting is not okay. Okay, let me do a quick test. Let me do this. I will save, right? And we will set the... Because I want to know if it's a bone problem or if it's a weighting problem. But how do I know that? Good question. Let me try... I'm going to try to see if these bones are perfectly symmetrical. Yeah, they look like they are. It looks like they are. Let me see if there is any bone that is the deforming bone that is still copied over. Yeah, exactly. Let me see that. Let me see if there is any bone here. So if I go to... twist and IK, and I go in edit mode, we can see if, wait, these ones are deformed bones, huh? They should not be, right? We said that we want to remove them, correct? So I didn't do it on this character. Now, I don't know if that is the problem, but in theory, this should not be needed, right? If I remember right. Did we end up doing this or not? I think at the end they were not really... I don't know, kind of confused now. But let me try to export it again and see what happens. And I don't know why we are encountering all this trouble, but it's because, unfortunately, it's because the model has been touched. Has been basically redone, right? And in that process, we didn't touch the bones, but we had to mirror some of the geometry. Okay, let's try like this. The fact that it happens only in Unreal, it means that it is something that is different from the base skeleton that we have in Unreal. Or an additional bone, like we did now, right, is deforming that part of the elbow. Only when the hand is rotated. The only thing I don't know is if I do it like this, will the mantle and all the IK finding on the steps for the 2 feet actually work properly or not? Wrong button. Still doing the same. It's still doing the same. And it does it only on one side, right? It does it only on one side. Ah. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Huh. So if I remove the export of the IK as non-deforming bones, okay, GG. The IK, you see that she's not putting the feet up on the step, right? Because at the moment the IK is not working as expected, and the reason is that she does not have that IK. Okay, that is something that you have to retest on all the characters. Because we actually broke it. I mean, it's easy to fix, right? I just reload this before I did the change to the bone deformation. So if I re-export this now, which has all the bones deformation, okay, that is a good thing, that we looked at this, because otherwise, so I have to write down in the wiki more stuff, because we learned a lot. We learned a lot. So the first thing I want to write down is what the hell those IK. I mean, how the hell those IK needs to be exported, right? So if we don't have the deformed bones, that is not gonna work, right? So. Where do I put this? We put it under art and we put it under rigging. There is also under rigging, I think we have two things. We have import a blender character, and yeah, exactly. Under import a blender character. Maybe it's already written. That's possible. Yeah, the part that is actually missing here, exactly in this section, exactly should be exactly here. Should be exactly here. Is that for the IK in-game to work properly, right? You need, right? You need to export. I mean, or we export everything, right? But we said that the opposite was not working either, right? Because he was saying it was not matching with the base skeleton. So yeah, so for that to work, you have to export the twist and IK bone. So for example, this guy, right, which is the IK, which is the IK foot R, right? Like IK foot R, IK foot L, right? Consider that the option, right? The option below is excluding all the deform bones, all the non-deform bones, right? So the IK must be set as deform bones, which is a bit of a weird thing. I think this is probably not the way we should be done. But if I remove if I go here, I click on this, I remove deform bones, then we will not export it, and this character will not work on a stale, right? But at the same time, but this generates another problem, right? This generates another problem that all these bones should have zero influence on my character otherwise, right? And this is probably what is happening now. I don't know, but we can check. So if I do this and I go weight mode and I go weight paint and I select this, the question is, do I have, oh wait, the moment I have the, I only want to select, I don't want to select that, right? I want to select only this twist and IK bones, exactly. So if I go here and I go in weight paint, right, and I do it again, this in theory should be all 0, right? Actually, it looks like it is 0, yeah. It looks like it is 0, but in reality it's not. In reality is not. I'm trying to subtract, you know, and putting it to 0, but I mean, if there was a way to see, the but anyway, I don't think it's that, unfortunately. I don't think that is the problem that we have. Wow. Things are never easy, boys? Things are never easy. Okay, the other idea is, right, the other idea is that it did not properly normalize, right? Let's assume it did not normalize here, right? Let's assume it did not normalize. So we will go 1 on this, like brutally like that, right? So we just destroying the whole thing. Oh, fuck this X on. Are you serious with the S? Why this X is always on when I don't want it? Okay, anyway, we are clearing out this completely, right? I would go even up to here so that we are sure that there is no, right? Yeah, let's go up to here. Let's go up to here. So we will see if now. I think with that is impossible, right? Is impossible that now is broken. It should be impossible. Let's see. I mean, we may have the problem down the lower arm, like in the middle of the lower arm, right, where there is the split. Now, if we get that, it really means that 2 bones are not working properly in certain positions, which is very, very concerning. But I hope he will not do it. If he does it, yeah. If now we see the cut in the middle of the lower arm, we have the same problem as before. Like, we didn't solve, and we don't know how to fix it. If we see the arm correct now, is very good news, because we can go back and fix the weight now, and so it means that there were just some vertices not fully weighted or something like that, right? Is it already broken? Kind of yes. Fuck. 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 And this happens only with this character. Let's try with another one. This happens only with this character. And the bone rotation is correct. Now let's try with this guy. Why the robe is so different from left to right? Anyway, I don't care about it now. Well, I think it's less visible, but if you ask me, I think it's less visible, probably due to the weight. But is there a kind of a breaking point there? think a bit, yes. Let me try with another character. I mean, if it happens with all the characters, then... I mean, but why is more evident on her, right? Why on her it looks like it's really cut off, I don't know. So it's really accentuated so much on her, I don't know why. Let me try with... No, we need one that... Oh, by the way. Look at that. Look at that hand. But we didn't do the Noltrir... We didn't do this one. Well, this one is already a new model, but we didn't do the rigging, right? But you see how the end is bent? It looks the same problem, actually. Okay, like this one, right? This one looks good, huh? I think this character is too dark, by the way. Cannot even see him. On this one, I don't see... On this one, I don't see that happening, actually. I mean, it's true that there is definitely a rotation going on, right? Also, in this animation, you see how that part of the arm is rotated. So I think these two animations are really taxing that area, right? Are really stretching that area by rotating the lower arm differently than the top arm, right? But the question is why in these characters is not showing at all, or is showing very little. And in that other, because if it shows little, I don't care, you know, we can live with a small glitch. But if the arm is like cut off in two, we cannot. Oh, Kappa votes. Welcome. We are trying to understand if we have a problem or not. And it seems that there is a problem with the left arm, between the left and the lower arm, where our skeleton is really taxing the... I think it's happening on all the character. Because, I mean, I cannot pose, but here... Here you can see a bit of that actually. You see this gap is due to the rotation of the only problem is that in these characters is really showing way less, right? But yeah, there is a significant rotation of the lower arm, right? If I only could pose this freaking engine, but I cannot pose it for whatever reason. I don't know why I cannot pose it. What other, because this one is not, the problem is that none of these ones are really moving that hand, I mean rotating that hand a lot. The only one that is really doing it is this one. And here you can see that it's like, but no, I need the ability to pose. How the fuck do you pose in this thing? Please tell me, how do we pose? Pose doesn't work, right? Pose in the command line doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't work. Can I pose a game on a dedicated server? You can solve it by using set pose in C++. I mean, I don't want to pose the world server, I just want to pose the client. Why is it telling me to re-download Plane Shift again? It is really out of date, yeah. If certain versions are not compatible compatible anymore. So you have, so sometimes we release an update and sometimes we release a full version. And yeah, you are hitting the point where we release the full version. So your version is too old. I need I don't know, everyone is saying that it works, but to me it doesn't work. Set a game posed. It doesn't work, bro. It doesn't freaking work. I can put another wait, let me try. We can put another option in the setting window. In the settings we have a window that is for all the settings, and also it has the dev settings, so we can add a new button here, wherever. I can duplicate this. We can call it pose game. And can we have it a bit smaller? No. Must be this giant thingy. Okay, that. Okay. So this pause button will set game post. Well, it's better if we flip-flop, otherwise we'll never be able to unpause it. Right? Okay, let's see if this does something, because I don't know. I would like to be able to pause at a specific frame so that I can see clearly the rotation. I think that would be nice. It is the whole thing again. Yep. You have to re-download it. But consider our game is fairly small, right? We are not a game of like 80 gigabytes, right? So our game is like 6 gigabytes now, which is very, very small compared to any game in existence. Why don't inspect in the U editor? Because we cannot run the whole game in the editor. I mean, our setup is done in a way that is not compatible with the editor. I don't know exactly why, but if I launch it, I'm getting a lot of weird crashes, right? And I think I will have to investigate. I always wanted to investigate a bit more on why, but then I didn't. Right? But then I didn't. And so I always launch it outside. It would be nice to launch it inside, yeah. I should dedicate some time to understand why it's crashing. But I can already see it. I can already see it here, right? This part of this bone is different from, so the orientation is different. And I think it's just stressed when, okay, let me try to pose this thing and see if it's doing anything. Remove background, pose. You see, pose is doing nothing. Pose is not posing shit. Pose is not posing. Okay. Yeah, you see? You see the amount of broken bones that we have there. I mean, it may be the animation itself. It might be the animation itself, right? But still I'm suspicious, because on the other characters is less evident. Why on this character, right? Why on this character is more evident? Why? It is the question I have. Why? Why on this character is more evident than on anyone else? Right? Because we are not cutting it properly, or because when we animate in Blender it's perfect, right? Well, or anyway, it's good. I don't want to say perfect, but it's good, right? So you see, so here there is no breaking point, right? It's just working fine. It is just working fine. So why? And by the way, in the same character, right, the right hand works. on the same, exactly. So that's the other weird thing. So if you look at his right hand, right, when I do this, the right hand is okay. Yeah, there is a bit here. I mean, I can try to mirror the, I mean, not mirror, but I can try to look at the weighting, right? So if the weighting is the same between the two, it's not very easy because there are a lot of polygons, there are a lot of stuff. But we could say, oh, is it, is this one weighted the same as this one? Well, here it seems to be a bit more uneven, true, right? Like this back part seems to be a bit more uneven. Yeah, it is. But also here, look at this. Also here it's kind of uneven the same. So I don't think it doesn't look to me like a weighting issue. It looks to me like something more, because usually you get in Unreal what you get in Blender, right? Usually there is no difference. And the fact that we are getting a different result is very strange. I can try to go more, weak on this part. I mean, it's also true that here we are probably having less let me see if we have the same geometry or not. Do we have the same geometry between the two here? Yes, we do. It's identical, actually. Oh my god, the X mirroring again. Why this X mirroring is up every time? When I don't want, right? Why? Who is turning on this freaking X mirroring? Who is doing it? Not me. Not me. I tell you, it's not me. Who is turning this on? There is some unknown spirit that is turning that on for me. I mean, are these bones identical or not? Between left and right. They look identical, actually. These bones look identical between left and right. They do. They do look like this one and this one and this one and this one, right? This is what I'm trying to compare, right? They look identical. Now, is the weighting identical? Well, obviously not. I mean, having the same identical weighting is basically impossible. I think we are missing a bit of geometry down here. I mean, here if we could do another loop, right? If we could do another loop here, I think it may help. Maybe that's the difference between, the other characters and this character, that he has less geometry on the elbow, and so he's suffering from that. So here we have 1, 2, 3, right? And here we have 1, and here we have what? Is it different? Wait a sec. I fear that it's different, actually. Like this vertex corresponds to what? To this vertex, right? And then we have 1, 2, 3, and we have 1, 2, 3, right? And then below that we have at a certain distance 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, it looks actually the same. It's exactly the same. Is exactly the same. And then we have 1, 2, and 1, 2. Yeah. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this also because I think I mirrored it, right? I mirrored it. So now is the weighting the same? Well, the weighting the same is so hard because it's done manually, right? So like this centerpiece, we can sample it, right? This centerpiece is 0.5 exactly. And the centerpiece is... Really? Don't believe it. Yup, it is. It's 0.5 exactly. So the centerpiece is exactly the same. It's 50-50 between the two bones. So it's actually weighted identically. Now this part may not be, because here is red and here is green, right? So it seems that it's a bit lower, right? On this part is stronger here. Like, so this looks like a 0.5 or something right here, compared to there. But I don't think that this can generate such a big problem, right? They are basically identical. Okay, we did a lot of fixing. Let me re-export it all completely, right? Because maybe, you know, we exported something wrong. And let me just double check that we have the IK on as deformed bones. Yes, we have them. Okay. Let me re-export it completely, because maybe I did some mistakes. I don't know what I did, right? Maybe I exported another thingy. Maybe I messed up. I don't know. So we will go piece by piece, right? With all the visible ones. So we will export the torso again. We go geometry, armature. Okay, so this is all correct. So torso is done. Arms. Unfortunately, we cannot really delete it from Unreal completely because he has too many dependencies. So he needs to update properly. It's a pity because these things are slowing us down so much. I could have done another character by now, right? Yup, I could have. But you are with me, guys, right? So we are doing this thing together, huh? And we will win at the end. Right? Anyway, I have to say that I've seen a bit of that in all the characters. It's just that in all the other characters is less visible. And I don't know why. But it's definitely there for everyone. Just a bit more, a bit less, right? But it's there for everyone. This pose is doing nothing. Fuck it. Can some of you test the pose now? And tell me how to pose properly? So I don't have to. Well, I will do re-import with new file, right? So maybe is refreshing it even more. So I will do re-import with new files on all these things. Just to be sure. That is reinitializing. And yes, on the right is saying that he needs to change the UV skeleton, but that happens with all the characters and never gave an issue, right? Never gave an issue. Consider we have like 17 characters, so we did this over and over and over and over, so it's not the first one, right? You say, oh, you did it wrong because, and they are all sharing the same skeleton, right? So it looks like there is a kind of a delta on this guy. I don't get how. How does it look like with a Darth with bulky arms? We can try that. We can try that. We can try that. Okay, now I re-imported it all, right? And obviously if I see it... well, you know what I can do in the editor though? I can force that animation. Yeah, I can. Wait. Maybe we can do an intermediate step. So if I take this character, right, which is the blueprint, and I ask him to do the victory animation using the animation sequence. I don't know if it's called victory actually. It's probably not called victory. We have to understand how it's called, but I can execute it in the editor, and at least we see if it's called triumph. And actually, this animation is stretching the arms a lot, and I use it exactly for that purpose, right? When I'm testing the characters, you see, that is really stretching the arms up. Look at how the shoulders are crazy stretch, right? So I do it by purpose because this is the best test for the weighting, right? But in this one, right, which is actually here I can pose finally. So in this one, right, I don't see anything. Well, this character is probably not the best. Well, in theory, I can apply... Yeah, I can apply it here. Wait. It's already applied, by the way. It's already a Dermorian female. I just need the torso. The torso. Yeah, you see? You see this? You see this? Yeah, that is the easiest way to test it. You see this? What the fuck? Why? And on the left side is not doing it. On the left side is okay. And we have it weighted the same, pretty much the same. I mean, very similar, right? Very similar. The only difference I think is, what the fuck is this? Uh-oh. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Ah, it's the same. It's the same also for this character, actually. I don't know why it's there. I mean, it looks like kind of wrong, but it is the same also on this character. Because probably this point is fixed no matter what. But anyway, this end IK, this is actually the hand bone. There is the hand bone? There is the hand bone? I mean, this is the hand bone. No, I mean, wait a second. The hand bone. What? There is something strange going on here. Here you have the dwarf. By the way, I can put the dwarf torso with the... which is kind of a good... yeah, you see that here now it breaks also on the left. Well, but because... I mean, because now we have basically one mesh with another mesh, right? So it doesn't really make sense. So we have to take the Stonehammer male. Yeah, but it happens also with this character. You see here? You see this? I mean, this animation is really stretching the realm of the possible, right? So the shoulder are too high, and I mean there are a million problems with this animation. It's probably a bad animation, but still. I mean, if I take the cran, right? If I take the cran. Yeah, but it's on all the characters. The only difference is that on certain characters you see it less. This guy that fights so hard for so long is not there some broken bones. Yeah, I agree. I think it's on all the characters actually. It's just that it's less visible. Like for example, if you look at if you look at it from the back, like from here, it doesn't. But it looks like this arm is shorter than this one in this particular animation, right? I don't know, I'm kind of... It's just this animation that is weird, or... Because you see how he's basically destroying the elbow. I mean, here we have an elbow, right? On this side we have an elbow. There is the elbow. There is the normal elbow, right? And we have an inside here. So everything here is kind of normal. On this side, that is basically destroyed. It is completely destroyed. It's like if the elbow doesn't even exist anymore. I don't know where it goes, but it's like if his ear is all scaled or packed, right? While when we go back to this position, the elbow is here. So basically this part of the character kind of disappears, or yeah, I don't know if it's easy to see it in wireframe, but I think it's the rotation. I think the left is rotating more and that rotation is fucking it up. But if you ask me why that happens, I don't know. Like here we have this and this, right? This and this. I mean, it looks like some polygons are even going away. I don't know. It looks like here we have like 3 polygons and there we have like a million. It's like, yeah, some polygons are probably going inside. You see here? They're probably going inside they are going inside the upper arm. You see this triangle here? I think the sum of the arm is going inside the other part of the arm. Actually, that triangle is the front, now that I look at it. But anyway, we have pretty much the same. We have pretty much the same problem, right? On this side, but it doesn't happen on this side. I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know, guys. I'm kind of out of ideas, actually. I'm a bit out of ideas. I'm trying to understand what is going on, but I'm kind of out of ideas. Right hand, left hand, lower arm, right hand. Where the fuck is the left hand? I see. The left hand is here. Is this normal? I mean, it is normal that my left hand bone is this guy. My right hand bone is this guy and my left hand bone is like this. I mean, why is not pointing here, right? Why this guy doesn't have a parent at the end of this, right? Which is actually the IK. But this has never been a problem, right? This has never been a problem. Why not modify the triumph animation so there is no twist motion? Because it's not just in the triumph animation, it's also in the other animations. And I don't know if it's just the animation or is really the character is set up wrong. Do you think is just the triumph animation? Because we saw another one, right? We saw the shrug. The shrug animation was doing something very, very similar. And I mean, other animations may do the same. And so the point is the animation wrong? Or is the character setup that is wrong? This is what I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand if I have a character setup issue or if I have an animation issue. If I have an animation issue, okay, fine. But consider this is the only animation where the character is bringing his hands so high, right? So we may have other animation in the future that are doing that, and also it's not happening on the left side, which is what is making me mad. Like we have the shrug. I don't know if this one is. No, it's not this one. We have the I don't know. Yeah, I don't know animation. We have the I don't know animation. Yeah, maybe it's maybe it's an animation problem. It's definitely not the character. You either need to swap out arms when his animation is played. What do you mean? Unless you are financed to do a project like this. I'm not financed, but still want to do it right, no matter what. So do we say that we have yeah, but guys, if we have if we have an animation problem, then I go in the release game, right? I go in the release game with this character that I used a million times, and I do the same animation, and I want to see the same problem, right? Ah, okay. Okay, this convinced me. There is the release client. So these are the old models. And it's doing exactly the same. Okay. I think you convinced me. It's an animation issue. It's nothing to do with the character setup. So if I take the old, okay. Okay, I just want to do the last check just because I'm a stubborn person. Otherwise I would not be able to do this, right? I'm a very stubborn person, so I will do. So I need an Enki I need a Dermorian female, right?
And here the story begins.
So this basically means that this has nothing to do
Far away from where
with a new model or with a new setup.
This race of elves come from the homeworld of Demoria.
Because if I take this
Forests towering over deep seas.
character,
They're a long-lived elven race with short, slim physiques. They exhibit
Selana?
copper or amber-colored skin
Okay.
and brown to reddish hair.
Incredibly enough, those planets had something in common.
The Demorians. Your proud nomadic race live.
yeah, if it's happening also in the old client, I think I'm fine. But I really don't understand. We just have to wait this intro to finish. Okay, you are saying okay, it's an animation problem. I think you convinced me. It's an animation problem. It's an animation problem. So this animation is fucked up. This animation is fucked up, but how it is fucked up? Because what? Because it's trying to rotate. Because what? I mean, why is fucked up? Why? Because I can fix it. Why is doing this? Because it's rotating this bone, right? It's rotating this. Okay, yeah. Can I unrotate it? Can I move slightly slower because I'm going crazy? Can I rotate this? Okay. Well, that didn't really help because then the hand is completely fucked. But yeah, unrotating that bone is definitely fixing it. Yep, it is. It is. So basically, this animation is stretching the bones so much, and is rotating them so much that the character breaks. It is basically what we are saying, right? Because now that I rotated that, I get an issue here. Right? Well, this may be the weighting. Yeah, this is the weighting. So this may be my problem in the weighting, like is too much, you know, on this lower arm bone, and so is creating that. Yeah, but in theory, you know, if I rotate it this way, it will look fine. Can I modify the animation? Yeah, sure I can. Sure I can.
Awaken. This loyal title is nothing good. To put it simply, you will cease to exist. Go.
Well, the old character also had way less geometry, and I don't know, I think he's showing less anyway, but fine. I think he's showing less, I don't know why, but fine. I mean, the fact that we can rotate the animation and is correct convinced me 100%. Yeah, no, I see it, and now you can see it. Yeah, here you can see it very well. Okay. Okay, that's a good finding. So basically means that our character is correct and this animation is fucked. Okay, I can export the animation and fix it. Can I do it? Yes. I can export this way. Usually it works. It's a bit messy to see in Blender, but actually it does work. So basically we are saying that this character is good, huh? Well, that's good news. Let me export it under emotes on in Triumph. Okay. What time is it? 12:36. Holy shit. Okay, don't care about what you see. Don't care that you see all the bones looking weird. That is perfectly fine. Consider here we have a baked animation, right? Unfortunately, so this is not the animation before the thing. So okay, so the problem that we have is that this bone from here down. Now the the problem is that here is all baked animation, right? I don't know if there is an easy way to transform a baked animation into a non-baked, but I don't think there is a way. So here our big issue is that we have to identify. I mean, we have to modify multiple frames at the same time, and that's a pain in the ass. But basically, we want to unwind this lower arm a bit. So the lower arm, right? And we need to understand. We need to understand the rotation axis, right? I think if we go curve, will be probably be easier. View graph, yeah. So if I go lower arm, quaternion rotation X, right? Now, now the problem is understanding which one of the rotation is it. I mean, this one seems to be rotated a lot. More than the others, right? So probably it's that one. Yep, I would assume it's this one. So what we're gonna do... 40... Wait a second, where is this animation finishing? Yeah, it's doing more rotations here. You know what is the only big issue? That if you modify only one element, only the Y, this will rotate badly, but because usually rotations are a combination of the three. But I can try, you know, very simply to say we don't want to rotate this from this point on. So I'm basically going to delete all these keys from here to the end. Well, not to the end, but to, yeah, like to here when it's returning normal, right? Yep. It's kind of a fucking weird operation. Going reverse engineering on the animations is a problem if you don't have the original one, right? And we don't have the original one of this. We don't. So... Okay, but basically now for this wall duration, that is not rotated the way it was. Is this gonna do it? I don't know. Now. I will import it as a separate one because okay, fine. Wait, I think it's because I... Wait a second. I think it's because I exported in the... Yeah, exactly. Okay, better. I mean, it will still give some errors, but it's fine. We don't care about those errors at the moment. I know what they are, and they are fine. We don't care about that. So Triumph test. Triumph test. Where is that? We didn't open it. Okay, Triumph test. Triumph test. Stop. Okay. So let's do the same. So we have Dermorian female torso. Right? Ah, it's already a bit better. It's already better. Is it? I think it is. I think it is bad. I mean, it still has a bit of... But this can really be the... yeah, this I think is really the weight, right? Because now I changed it to actually make it less strong, and so is creating this problem. But... And in theory we should also unwind a bit the hand, but who cares? Yeah, but I think we fixed it somehow. Or anyway, we improved it. Maybe we didn't fix it. but well, I mean, the problem is that as giving kind of, okay. I think now is better. Let me try to redo properly the, even if it looked okay. Yeah, but I'm very happy to see that Dan is an animation problem. I was really convinced he was. What the fuck is going on? What? What is my animation? Oh, I see. Doesn't show, but okay, fine. But bro, here the I don't know. I mean, here the weighting is perfect. Here the weighting is freaking perfect. The weighting is freaking perfect. It is. Look at how it bends here and how it bends here and here, right? So there is no of. I mean, we don't have this effect at all. I mean, maybe it's still rotated. Maybe it's still rotated. Yeah, it's still rotated. It's rotated less, but it's still rotated. Yeah. It's rotated less, but it's still rotated. That's the problem. Yeah. It's really the animation, boys. It's the animation. It's the animation. It's the animation. There's nothing to say. It's the animation. Come on. Come on, it's the animation. That's fine. That's fine. Oh my god, what I'm looking at. What the hell I'm looking at. And mostly why the hell I'm doing this. No, I think it's fun. I mean, it's all learning, you know. We are learning new things. I mean, it's all good. I mean, it's a bit weird, I know, but it's not bad. I mean, we actually fixed it, right? I mean, we actually fixed it, so pretty happy about that. Did it bake it again? Oh, fuck. He baked it again? Why? Because when you export, it's doing bake animation, and we have bake animation on. Okay, fuck it. Okay, anyway, the rotation is this one, right? And it goes down. Can I hide, please, everything else? Because it's just confusing me like hell. Okay, nice. So yeah, this is our rotation. I mean, it's not a lot of rotation, but definitely there is. And you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna kill it completely. Just gonna kill the rotation like 100%. Just 100%, not just a bit. They will be not rotated at all. They will be not rotated at all. Okay. And then we have the other problem, which is the hand. Right? Because also the hand is rotated. And now... Yeah, and it's definitely different from the left. Because you see that the left is looking this way. While this one is looking more of this way. So I think there is definitely a rotation going on there as well. But again, which one is the rotation? I have no idea. And I think in this case it's very little, by the way. I don't think it's a lot of rotation. This one I think we have to discover it. But I really finished my time, that's the problem. Fucking... I mean, we are speaking millimeters, by the way. I mean, we're not speaking... I mean, I don't know... Well, probably it's between 0 and 1, right? Can I normalize this between 0 and... Okay, thank you. This is very nice. Which one is it? This one, or this one? I don't know. It's one of those. I mean, in theory, if I rotate it, I will see... If I rotate it, I should see this changing, right? In pose mode, yeah? If I rotate Z... Okay, this is Z. Yeah, but I would like local Z. Local... I don't think it's this. Yeah, it's local Y. It's local Y. Tala, did you see the Monsters and Memories MMO that got released? No. Did they have also Twitch streams? I think the game got promised. I didn't get released. Sorry, they get public test. Monsters and Memories? No, I don't remember that one. Is it a Twitch stream? No, I remember there is one that is called like... there is a Twitch streamer. It's called like Swords and Sorcery or something. Swords. Ah, the Q remake. Yeah. The Q remake. Yes. I know him. I know the guy. Sometimes is here. The guy sometimes is here in my stream. Yeah. I know. I mean, is a. I think that one is a EverQuest. Port, I mean, or whatever. I mean, it's not a remake. I mean, he's using the same code, right? It just patched it. I mean, it just made it work. I don't know how to say, but it just made it in a way that it works again. But it's the same. It's the same game, right? It's exactly the same game. Okay, we have to decide which part of... No? What did I do? Which part of this is actually wrong? This is what we have to decide. Which part of this is wrong? Is this side? Is that side? Is this side? I don't know. But consider that here is pretty much finished, right? So probably here is bringing the arms back down. Okay, I believe. I believe, guys. I believe we fixed it. Let's see. I believe we fixed it. Selected object, armature, only form bones, export. I believe. Reimport. Much better, boys. Yeah, the hand is looking this way, which is probably what is not what the original animation had, but I think is okay. Yeah, you see that the hand is a bit... I mean, it's not moving at all, right? Because I deleted that movement. But I think it's better to have it this way without a lot of hand movement than... Because it was basically rotating left and right a bit. I think it's okay, guys. I think it's okay. We can... okay, let's try import this with the... And hopefully one day I will buy a mock-up suit, and I will just do all the animations myself. Maybe I will do it. Because anyway, these animations are never good. I don't know. Okay, nice. So we can delete this guy. And we can save this guy. And our character is good. Right? Our character is good. No one will tell me differently now. Damn. Game dev is hard, yeah, it is. Also, let's say that solo deving is insane, but it's very fun, right? But if you are focused on results, right? If you focus on results, it's kind of heartbreaking, right? Because it's so hard to do anything without a real studio, right? Without like the 400 people that usually a game has, but a game dev studio has. But I don't know, there are also small game dev studio, but I really don't understand how they do things. I think they probably, I mean, they buy a lot of existing tools, like they probably all work with Character Creator, and you know, they all work with ZBrush and you know, Photoshop. I mean, they buy pretty much the whole suite of tools to have the best of the best, right? So they make an investment there, which I think is a good idea. And then they probably, I don't know, maybe they are more talented than me, and I don't know, they just do it. Yeah, now it's okay. I mean, it's still a bit of a weird animation. If you see how much the shoulder are going up, right? It's still a bit of a weird animation. But I use it, I mean, one, because it's kind of fun, but I use it really to test the stretch of the model. I think it's okay. He has a bit of a weird legs positioning at the beginning. If you look at the feet, they're like trembling a bit, but it is probably because it's a bad mock-up. Okay, but I think that our character looks good. I can mantle properly. You can IK feet properly. As you can see, one feet is standing on one place and the other is standing on the other place, right? So it is actually working as expected. You can low mantle and you can high mantle. You can roll and do whatever we want, right? And also in the roll animation, I think it's looking fine. Yeah. Okay. I think it's good. Wow, that was a wild ride, but we did it. There was a kind of a wild ride. So the Morian F, done. We have 4 more to go, guys. 4 more to go. 4 more to go. I mean, this guy took 10 minutes. The Enki male took 10 minutes. And like the Clyrosam took like 5 hours, or yeah, 4 hours. And this one took, well, this one took also 4 hours, but it is because the yeah, because of all this mess with the animation. Which, by the way, now is better. Okay, guys, I really need to jump into the bed and just pass out instantly. Otherwise, it'll be too late tomorrow. But yeah, so I would say bye-bye. Hello, Fake Crump. It is U4 or U5? No, it's U5. We're working with Unreal Engine 5. Actually, we are working with Unreal Engine 5. What is the splash? Yeah. With Unreal Engine 5.1.1. I think I will upgrade to 5.4, not this release, the next release, right? The next release after this one, they will come probably end of July, mid of July, probably in 2 weeks from now. Yeah, 1 or 2 weeks from now, we will have the new plane shift release. After this one, I think we will go, we will upgrade 5.4. I'm always a bit scared about the updates because we are using some stuff that Unreal Engine doesn't really care too much for, like static lights. We use a mix of dynamic and static, and they are not really, focused on static lights anymore. And also we use work partition, not work composition, not work partition. And there's another thing that they said they want to deprecate. So there is some deprecated stuff that works very well for us, and so we have to be a bit careful in the upgrade. But we will see. Guys, please follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. It's actually free, and it is helping us, so please do it. Also, remember that our game is actually released, so you can go to planeshift.it. Thank you. Thank you, Fake Ramp. And our game is actually released. You can go to planeshift.it and just click on download now and download it for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac. Isn't it crazy that we release also for Mac? Yes, we do. And yeah, if you want, you can become a Patreon, follow our socials. They're all here at the top right. And I will see you Saturday afternoon around 4 p.m., 5 p.m. European time. Bye. Bye-bye now. Bye.